So in this video, we're going to be going over a crap ton of ARK 2 concept art. A lot of this stuff has been out there on the internet for a long time, and I saw some of it posted on Twitter earlier, and then I did a little bit of digging and found even more, so we're going to be checking it all out here today. But guys, the links to all this stuff will be down below if you're interested, and also hit the like button if you enjoy this video. So yeah, let's just jump straight in. And also, you'll probably recognize quite a lot of this stuff from the ARK 2 trailer, because of course it would have, been made specifically at the very start to try and get like a whole big trailer put together. But yeah, so you've been looking at this for a little bit, haven't you? And you've been freaking out. I won't go over this a huge amount, but I just will point out, I thought this was a dagger when I first saw it. No, this thing's massive. Your hand would have to fit in here. So this is like a massive ass like claw sword, which looks amazing. Or maybe not a sword because it's like curved, probably. I don't really know what to call that because it's a claw. I mean, is there a word for that? So yeah, I don't know what dinosaur this could be from because it's gigantic. Like, this is a whole ass claw, and I don't know. I have no idea. This couldn't be a raptor. It's way too big, unless they have like super raptors in ARK 2, which they very easily could. But yeah, as you can see, our hand goes right here, just past the bone, and or I guess not the bone, the joint or whatever. And then we've got some like hide grips right here. We have two of them in the image as well, which potentially could mean dual wielding. Or it could just mean that, he's showing both sides of it or whatever. I don't really know, but I kind of hope there is dual wielding. I think that would be really cool, especially with like smaller weapons, being able to like hold two of them and do like different combats. Like in Conan Exiles, they have dual wielding combat, and I think it's really well done in that game. And I'd love to see it in ARK 2, because it's mostly just like, using your right arm to swing something at people in ARK 1. But yeah, this looks dope. Let's move on to the next one. We've got an Obsidian Dagger right here, which looks crazy. I don't really know what the hell is on the very end here, because there's some sort of like spikes or maybe teeth or something. But yeah, it's wrapped in hide. Again, of course, you're always going to have that as like a way of like gripping it and protecting your hand against the sharp bits. But yeah, Obsidian weapons confirmed. This looks great. It really does. So yeah, just a tiny little like Obsidian daggers. I believe, I think we might have also seen these in the trailer. I think one of the big dudes that like comes at you actually has one of these himself. So I don't know if we're going to be able to make these weapons or if we're going to be able to take them off of those dudes. I hope so. That would be really cool. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next one. This is crazy. This is, I think this is an Allosaurus skull because of this bit right here. Allosaurs have that little, like, I don't really know what to call it. It's almost like an ear, but not really. I know it's not an actual ear, but anyway, they have this bit on their skull. So it's probably an Allosaurus skull on just a massive ass stick here. With like spikes coming out of it. There's so much going on here. It's absolutely crazy. But this looks amazing. Imagine swinging this at somebody. You've got teeth from an Allosaurus on one side, which would probably be pretty sharp, and then you've got these massive ass spikes from I don't even know what, stego tail. I have no idea, but this looks absolutely crazy. It's like a murder club, basically. That's what this is. But yeah, this is amazing. I absolutely love like the idea of using creature parts to make weapons. I've always liked that idea, and I wish they did more of that in ARK, but they really didn't at all. So ARK 2, I'm really hoping that is a major thing, that, if we kill a dinosaur, it's not just gonna, chop up and turn into meat and hide. I hope we actually get bones and like skulls and stuff that we can use to craft things like this, because I don't know, this looks great. It really does. Let's move on. The next one. Oh my god, this is also something that I'm really freaking out about. Like, look at this. It's first things first, actually. This is not a hatchet. This is a full ass axe. This is where your hand would go, I imagine, and it's way too long to be a hatchet. So yeah, it's got a Stegosaurus plate, I would assume. I'm fairly certain that's a Stegosaurus plate as the actual blade of it. Like, this is so cool. I love this primitive kind of weaponry using these dino bits. Like, it looks so cool. So on this one, we've got like I guess like some sort of string, like fibers, like strings or whatever, to kind of like grip. And yeah, it's also gripping in the Stegosaurus plate, which is probably going between the stick here. As you can see, yeah, it comes right through there. There's probably like a split. But yeah, no, this stuff looks amazing. One thing that I'm kind of worried about is that a lot of this stuff was basically just made for the trailer, or it's basically just made for those creature people thingies. I don't know what to call them. Let's just call them orcs because they kind of look like them. But I'm just hoping that it's not specifically made for those guys, and that I hope that we get them too. But yeah, this looks absolutely crazy. Next up, we have a spear right here. And as you can see, more bones, more just, it looks so cool. On this one here, it almost looks like we have some sort of like clay or something on the grip, as well as some strings. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what all these bones could be from, but you know, again, we might be able to use a bunch of pieces from creatures and make these. It looks so cool. But yeah, that is a really nice looking spear right there. And next up, we have the bow, which we have definitely seen in the trailer as well. We've got a quiver for it as well. That's what they call it, right? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the bow looks really cool, a lot cooler than the ARK, like ARK 1 bow. It looks a little bit more tribal and everything. We've got these crazy like feather decorations on it. And of course, the arrows have obsidian tips as well, so that's really cool. I hope there's a bunch of different types of arrows. You know, you have like a stone arrow and then an obsidian arrow, because I don't know, I feel like they could have used some more of those concepts in ARK 1 again. But yeah, I'm really hoping that we actually have this type of stuff in ARK 2. But we also have the quiver, which is interesting. I'm hoping that we can make those, or at least, you know, if you equip the bow, it just has the quiver as well or something, because it would be really nice to... I don't know if you guys have played Atlas, but in Atlas, everything on your hotbar is on your character. So if you have a pickaxe on your hotbar, it appears somewhere on your character. And I hope that they do that with ARK 2, because that would be really cool. Just like all these like weapons, whatever you have on you, you know, as your main weapons, appear on your character in some way. Like if you have, I don't know, like a shotgun or something, it appears on your back or whatever. So yeah, I really hope that we actually have a quiver anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the weapons. Next up, we have, again, the orcs. Yeah, we have all like the tribal like orc armor sets right here. So we have a crap ton of these, and we've already seen a lot of these in the trailer. But as you can see, we get like a bit of a closer look to some of them here. There's just so many bones. They just like to really decorate themselves with like bones and hides of creatures that they've killed. This one here's got this crazy ass like face mask made out of something. I have no idea. It's definitely, you know, if you look at that upside down, maybe you'll be able to figure out what creature that is, but I have no idea. But yeah, this looks really cool. And then here, let me go to the next one. This one here is not so cool because he doesn't have any bones on his face. Well, he kind of has these little like claws and stuff, but looks like sticks up here. He's got some sort of vertebrae right here on his shoulder. He's got like a small little skull with some spikes going through on his... Oh my god, they look really cool. Obviously, you know, if you watch the trailer, you'll probably get a closer look at a lot of this stuff. He's got more vertebrae on the back. Yeah, I'm not sure how good this armor would actually be, because I feel like it would rattle around quite a lot. But I don't know. I think it looks dope, though. Oh, actually, one more thing about this dude. It looks as if he's kind of incorporating in some metal, probably from the lifeboat ship. Because as we know, you know, Santiago's hatchet and his spear are both using metal as the actual, you know, blade parts. So we know that, you know, this type of metal stuff is probably harvested from the lifeboat ship that, of course, well, I guess the actual ship itself doesn't crash, but one ring pretty much probably crashes into the planet that we're going to be on for ARK 2. But yeah, this dude right here's got some metal. Santiago's got some metal. So I don't know if that's going to be like a main big tier, or maybe that could be like the top tier of weapons, like metal versions. But yeah, it looks really cool. Anyway, let's move on. We've got another dude right here. We'll probably just brush past some of these guys. Like, you can pretty much see everything here. This really reminds me of the wyvern gauntlets that you get from killing the alpha wyvern. What are they even called? I can't remember what they're actually called. But yeah, it really reminds me of that. Instead of crystals, we've got like little, I don't know what to call those. But yeah, this dude looks awesome. Let's move on. Another dude with a crap ton of really nice looking body ornaments. That's basically what they are. And then this is the last one here. This is actually my favorite from the trailer, because he's got like a saber-toothed skull on his head, and that looks amazing. All right, so let's move on to some of the other little bits that we've seen in the trailer. Like, at one point you can see they're carrying like this bamboo log right here, and we've got just all these hides and like food and stuff just over it, just as like an easy way to get it from point A to point B or whatever. But yeah, this all looks amazing. Next up, we've got this little like egg pouch, which again we see in the trailer. If this potentially could be a thing for ARK 2, that would be really cool. Like having to keep them in a pouch to keep them safe or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then we have this like little fruit basket right here with it's basically like a backpack, I suppose. But yeah, this looks crazy. These they look like full-on just oranges, and I don't know what the hell this is. That is some weird ass looking cucumber or something. It's really thick. Anyway, so that is all of these concepts from this artist right here, and let's move on to some of the other stuff I found. So this guy right here basically modeled one of the characters in the trailer, and we get a closer look at all of this stuff, and it looks absolutely insane. So yeah, this clothing looks really awesome. I don't know if these are gonna be just like full-on like hide sets or whatever, but you can see it's just so detailed and it's so cool looking. And then here's like a full-on shot of the whole outfit. So we've got like this little sash going across here. We've got like a little gauntlet part. Of course your implant would be there, but I don't think he shows the implant anywhere. Yeah, it would be there, but you can't really see it, of course. But yeah, no, this looks dope. And just in general, like, just pay attention to the actual character model and like the face and everything. I'm really hoping that we're not all, again, you know, just basically ARK clones. Let's face it, every single ARK male character has the exact same face, and every single ARK female character has the exact same face. The skin color might be different, but the face is pretty much the same unless you make it really fucked up looking. But yeah. This is the most cursed thing ever. Look at this, it's crazy. But yeah, obviously it's just kind of showing like the different I'm not even gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is something. So yeah, of course, this whole character thing looks amazing. I'll have to rewatch the trailer and just see if I can spot this dude. I imagine he's in there because this guy apparently made it for ARK 2. But yeah, we get like a closer look at the clothing, which is awesome. So I like it. So the last thing I have for you is a bunch of like concepts for biomes and stuff. And one thing to point out is that this guy who made this is the same dude who actually concepted quite a lot of extinction creatures like the gas bags, the Fearox, and the Titans as well. You can check out his other work on ARK as well if you want to. But yeah, no, this biome looks really crazy, and it actually looks pretty much what we see in the trailer, because we have like this crazy ass thing at the very end. It's like a bunch of floating trees or something. I don't really even understand what we're looking at. But yeah, as we can see, we've got like a player standing here, and yeah, I don't know how to describe this. It looks cool though. Next up, this actually is probably more in line with what we see in the ARK 2 trailer. We've got probably one of those tribal dudes right here hunting down a player with his bow right there, and yeah, I don't really know what to describe this as. Like, it in the trailer, it's almost as if there's like bits of earth, you know, kind of shooting up into the sky with like roots and vines and stuff. I don't really even understand, but yeah, it looks really cool. Another biome kind of test right here. This one has the same kind of model from the first one, and yeah, we've got this crazy ass giant mushroom forest type thing. Again, probably another shot of that. Looks really cool. We've got a player standing right here for scale. And then we've got another one right here, which again looks pretty much in line with what we've seen so far. And then another one right here. Now this one's actually really interesting looking, because there's like something floating in the middle here, and it's almost as if that's pulling all this earth up. So not exactly sure what that's gonna be, but yeah, I don't know. All this stuff looks great. I will leave links to all this stuff down below, like I said, and you can check it all out and like upvote it or whatever if you have an account on this site. But yeah, all this stuff looks great, and I cannot wait for ARK 2. What do you guys think about all this? I think I'm most excited for like the weapons and stuff, because this all looks amazing, especially like these types of ones right here. But yeah, obviously like these enemy creature things, we still don't have a name for them. These guys look amazing as well, and yeah, I'll also leave a link to the ARK 2 trailer down below if you're interested in rewatching it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.